Hello, and thank you for your interest in the CRA Qualified Investment Fund, CRA Shares. My name is Jamie Horwitz, Director of Marketing at Community Capital Management, the advisor to the CRA Fund. So let's get started with what exactly is the CRA Qualified Investment Fund. The fund was launched in 1999 and is a market rate bond fund that invests in high credit quality, fixed income securities whose proceeds are designed to positively impact communities throughout the United States. It was created specifically for banks to help garner positive consideration on the investment test portion of their CRA exams. This next slide shows some fun facts. A few items to point out is the minimum initial investment, which is $500,000. Distributions are monthly, and the fund offers daily liquidity. One of the most frequently asked questions we get about the fund is how it works from a financial and CRA perspective, and how a bank receives CRA credit for an investment. This slide sums up the answer to that question. Once a bank makes an investment in the fund, the bank then provides us their assessment areas at the county level. We immediately begin looking for CRA qualified investments in those assessment areas, and once purchased, earmark them dollar for dollar on a bank's behalf. From a CRA perspective, the bank receives extensive documentation for each CRA qualified investment earmarked to the bank. From a financial perspective, the bank owns a pro rata share of the fund, whereby the risks and returns are diversified among all of the shareholders. As soon as an investment is earmarked to a bank, our online system notifies the bank that a new investment has been added. We will talk more about the online system in a following slide. Prior to a bank's CRA exam, we will provide a summary letter of all the bank's earmarked investments. We are always available before, during, or after a CRA exam with any questions. Once the bank concludes its CRA exam, new qualified investments will be purchased and earmarked to the bank in anticipation of its next CRA exam. We do not earmark prior period investments to another shareholder bank. This slide shows how to access account statements once a bank becomes a shareholder. The login box circled on this page is for fund account statements, which banks can access by visiting www.crafund.com. Account statements are prepared monthly. We also have a dedicated shareholder services hotline for any questions. The other login circled on this slide is for Share File. This is the system I mentioned earlier where all CRA supporting documentation is housed. Every time a new investment is earmarked to a bank, the bank receives an email through Share File letting them know that a new investment has been added. The bank can then go online and access all of their CRA qualified documentation. For banks interested in making an investment in the fund, applications are available online at crafund.com. Once complete, it can be faxed to UMB, the fund's transfer agent, who then establishes a new account number. The bank can then wire the investment at any time. Just a quick item to point out is that an investment made on a business day prior to 4 p.m. Eastern Time will receive that day's NAV. An investment made on a business day after 4 p.m. Eastern Time will receive the next business day's NAV. Once the investment is made, the bank will receive an email the next day with a confirmation and other important details like how to obtain online access and the targeted assessment areas. I hope this helps provide a better understanding of the CRA fund and how it works from a CRA and financial perspective. My contact information is on the screen, and I am happy to answer any additional questions. If you would like a copy of this presentation, please feel free to email me at jhorwitz@ccmfixedincome.com using CRA video in the subject line. Thank you again for your time, and we look forward to working with you.